You probably want to stop scrolling if you think that your metabolism changes significantly as you get older. You know, it deeply saddens me to watch really well-known coaching practices say, as you get older, your metabolism changes and that's why you struggle to lose body fat. Now, we know through the science, specifically Ponder et al., which is a paper talking about daily expenditure through a lifetime course, says that as we get older, our metabolism doesn't really shift that much until we hit 60. Here's what does really work though, and that's really dialing into what you're eating on a day-to-day basis. Looking at your total calorie intake and figuring out what meals are making you feel fuller and more energized and what meals really don't satisfy you in that way. From experience working with cyclists, when they actually look at their diet and track calories for a week, and I'm not suggesting you do that for the rest of your life, but it's a great way to figure out what you're eating and whether those foods are supporting your training, giving you energy, helping you stay satisfied. But when people do that, they suddenly start to figure out where they're going wrong or right with their diet. More often than not, they start noticing that little things are creeping in, which are stopping them from hitting their body composition and weight goals. And also from experience, what I've noticed is as we get older, we spend more time sat in front of our computers and less time walking around. So your total daily energy expenditure is a lot less. And that's often confused with people saying, I think my metabolism has slowed down. Well, it hasn't. You just don't do so much moving around on a day-to-day basis. And then other things that I think people get mixed up with is thinking that training helps them burn more body fat. Yes, it expends more energy, but it also ramps up your hunger hormones, which if you're not careful, you can easily overeat calories when you get home because you're ravenous, especially if you're doing those training sessions under-fueled. But I digress, because I'll say this billions of times. Your metabolism doesn't change that significantly over time. The reason why people can't change their body shape is because they literally don't look at what they're eating on a day-to-day basis and they wing it. What keeps people really confused when it comes to nutrition is believing these coaches that their metabolism is broken and they need to follow this specific training plan to get them in the best shape possible. It's nonsense, and I think it's 80s rhetoric just regurgitated, and it's lazy. So look, if you see people talking about that, I don't care how big their platform is, just walk away from it. It's utter rubbish. Agree, disagree, stick a comment in the box below.